Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises to Yahweh Shimi Shai. Double honors to the apostles of g.m.s, the great millstone who rule well. Salutations to all Yakim on the highways and byways, knows in this gospel abroad, on the four corners of earth, and today is the elect. It's the brother Zion from g.m.s Boston. Just with a little work, as I call every time I do these sit-down lessons. That's what I say to myself, like, let me sit down and put in some work for the Lord, you know, because we all servants. We all hired servants for the Lord, and our job is to basically to gather up the elect. That's the Most High's will. That's the Yahweh's will. There's a number that He longeth for, right? And it's our job to go out on the highways and byways, not just to go on the highways and byways. That if you can permit it, sit down and do a sit-down show and burn this internet up, man. And put out a show, put out a lesson. Give a testimony or do whatever you can just to build up the Most High's men and search out that elect. Because again, that's that number that the Most High is yearning for. Yahweh Shai, he's yearning for that number. That's his men that he's going to declare to set this world in order. 12,000 out of each tribe, you know. So this one's going to be about this upcoming race war. In that spirit of war, that spirit of battle, getting ready for battle, because the scripture said, "Make ye ready to the battle." And in fact, that's the first one I'm going to read. Every time I do sit downs, I prepare. You know, you may put together aside one or two scriptures, but as soon as the spirit starts flowing, you really never go through as you should. The spirit have it so you bring out other scriptures, but we're gonna start with 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. 36. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month brings forth her son within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains could pass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not even a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. That's the point. O my people, hear my words. Make ye ready to the battle. Right? So the scriptures say, make ye ready to the battle. Before the battle, the Most High, the Lord is saying to get ready for the battle. And this is that quiet before the storm. You feel the battle coming. So you got to get mentally ready for the battle, you know. You got to mentally gird yourself up for this battle. Now you got to train for this battle. And how do you train? All training is not weapons of war, because we know the weapons of this world are carnal. These are not our weapons. These are not our weapons. Our weapons is, here we go, and with my sword in my hand. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse. I'll start at 17. In fact, I'll start at 16. Therefore they shall receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creatures his weapons of war for the revenge of his enemies. He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate, and true judgment instead of a helmet. He shall take holiness for an invincible shield. See, this right here, these are our weapons. This right here is your weapon, that knowledge and wisdom, which will be the stability in that time. The scripture said we're gonna take on he shall put on righteousness as a breastplate. So our righteousness is gonna be our breastplate. Our righteousness is gonna be our covering. That's where your faith kicks in. Alright? And it says and he shall take on and true judgment instead of a helmet. So Esau put on little stupid, silly little helmets, man. We're gonna put on true judgment, true discernment, understanding of what to do and what not to do. That's gonna be our protection in that day, along with Yahushua, along with the angels, along with Michael, the archangel, which is gonna be that chief protector in that day when all hell breaks loose. This is Daniel's. This is Daniel's chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time, Michael, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince was standing before the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. So the scriptures say that Michael, the archangel, he's going to stand up for thy people. What people? And obviously not all people, because it's the Lord's will that 2/3 will be put to death, and they're going to die here. It's evident. Esau's making it seem evident. The scriptures say the devil's going to come down with great wrath. That's what you see. You see Esau put in 156 shots in innocent Jakes, jumping on the roof like they're in a goddamn movie and blasting Jake away. That's prophecy. Right? You seeing it brew up, man. You seeing China getting bold over those disputes in the China Sea. Right, over there by Japan and Taiwan and those islands, you see them dropping for position over there. You see North Korea getting bolder and bolder. You see in Venezuela, you see in Cuba. You see the nation of BRICS, which consists of Brazil, India, Russia, and China, along with South Africa. You seeing them starting to manifest. Their works are starting to be made manifest. It's starting to get known around abroad. And even when little thing happens in Esau's economy, such as speculation, it ruins everything that Esau got. So things could be speculated, and gas prices just shoot up. Stock market will go down off of speculation. So this what's going on is really have these people scared, man, over here in America, because this unification of these so-called great nations coming together is not a good sign for NATO. It's not a good sign for the American dollar. It's not a good sign for the euro. Right? Establishing a central bank. These guys, in which the central bank of the norm is not of the norm. The dollar bill that was in power for so long is not going to be in power. Considering the fact that America doesn't manufacture things anymore. Those nations actually do manufacture things. Those nations have a clean slate with the other nations to establish trade and to establish trust. Where in America, the America's been they've been rigging the game the whole time, man. They've been cheating. Inflating the money, printing the money at rapid rates. They've just been cheating, fluctuating the dollar, the value of it up and down, watering it down by printing, owing debt and not paying the debt. This is all things that's been prophesied is going to lead to all these prophecies coming to pass. This is what's going to lead to the microchip. This is what's going to lead to the Third World War. Because when you look at the deeper aspect of why we went to war with Iraq anyway, and why we bombed the hell out of Libya, because those nations tried to establish a dollar that was backed by gold. And quiet and kept, the state of Libya had more gold than England. Alright, so that would have overnight turned the Libyan currency and turned the Libyans more wealthier than the English. This old world order, what I like to call it, because there's nothing new about it, and really the new world order is going to be established by who? It's going to be established by the Israelites. That this world was given to Esau to rule. The new world is going to be given to Jacob. Now we look for a new world, a new planet, a new earth, as pursuant to 2 Peter's. Alright, so the new world order is going to be when the elect are in power, when the laws and statutes and commandments are given out of the headquarters, Jerusalem, and we're forcing the true judges are judging these laws, and we're executing the Lord's judgments in righteousness. Alright, so this old world order, the jet suits and all these Illuminati's, you got the Bilderberg, the Trilateral Commission, you got all these groups. They're shaking in their boots. The scripture say, "Terror shall make them afraid on all sides, and the kingdom shall be in straits." Because right now, they game planning for this. And like I said, Saddam, he tried to make it so that the euro was that petrodollar. Because the only thing that really makes the American dollar stand is the fact that that petrodollar, which is basically in a nutshell the fact that these nations gotta go get their oil with the American dollar. As soon as that's gone, the dollar's finished, man. All right, so all it takes is some turmoil to going on there, or go along over there, and the economy is gonna crash because the economy runs off of that oil. All right, we can't fly, you can't gas up these jets without oil. We can't even gas up the passenger planes without oil. These trucks can't move without gas. You know, your house get heated. That's how your house gets heated up. All right. Uh, so that gas, man, can make it all come down. As they give you a snippet of that in '08, a little snippet of '08, prices of things go up because the gas goes up. So this is the time that we living in, and the Lord is just working, man. The Lord is working. You seeing Houston getting flooded. You seeing heat waves. Almost 1,000 people died in India. You seeing natural disasters. You're seeing the race war tensions brewing up between the police. You're seeing little skirmishes and riots. Issachars waking the hell up. You see the tribes the Northern Kingdom waking the hell up. They're on the highways and byways. You're seeing brothers popping up on the highways and byways. People are getting fed up. And they're starting to realize who their enemy is. The so-called white man, Esau, the devil that the Bible speaks about. So now is the time to be ready, getting ready for having faith in me, just making yourself ready to the battle, like the scriptures say. Make yourself ready to the battle, like the scriptures say, because all these things are coming to pass, and all the things that the Lord said was going to come to pass, they're going to come to pass. You just got to have faith in them. And I'm going to bring out this scripture in Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do on Edom according to my anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord. Yeah, because this is going to happen. Alright, the tribes are going to wake up, and Esau's going to know the Lord's vengeance. He's going to know everything that he's done to us, from the castration to the hangings, to the scolding, to the humiliation. Alright? Him shooting our people down like dogs, man. Packing us on ships like sardines, bringing us over here butt-ass naked. Alright? That brutal enslavement that he put on us. Alright? Him wiping out Gad, the so-called Native American Indians, killing them off, giving them blankets with smallpox, raping their women, raping their children, what he did to the Issacharites in the Battle of the Alamo, slaughtering them and taking their land, pushing them down, and then calling them illegal aliens in their own, when they're indigenous to this continent, wiping out our name, taking our heritage from us, stealing our heritage, proclaiming to be a Jew when they're really not. They're just heathens. It's an abomination. The scripture says blasphemy for you to call yourself a Jew and not to be a Jew, man. That's a sin worthy of death. It's a sin worthy of death, man. With that, man, just want to say, we give all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I send my message out to you brothers to let you brothers know through the Spirit of the Lord to get ready for war, because the war is coming. Only thing after this is war, man. Esau's done every thing he could do mentally, spiritually, emotionally, economically to destroy us. And this last button is that green light to implement that war, man. Get it to physically destroy us as he's been doing secretly, but his horns are gonna stick out as it says, he's gonna come down with great wrath, knowing he have but a short time. So you brothers, man, you brothers stay in the spirit, and these scriptures is the only thing that's gonna deliver us out of here. And calling upon the name of Yahweh Yahushua. Shalom.